In this video today, I'm going to be sharing a channeled message from the angels. Welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to be tuning in with you to see what the angels want to bring for us today. In case you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Cristina Aroche, and I am an angel intuitive, a spiritual teacher and mentor. And in these videos, I am doing live channeling. Even though this video itself is not live, I am recording this on the spot and tuning in on the spot to share what angel messages are wanting to come through. And it's funny because I even was like trying to tune in before pressing record just to get a sense of who was coming through. And it felt like they were like, no, we're doing this on the spot right here. So here we are. And it's like, it feels like when I start recording, it's like I enter into this, I don't know, portal of energy, like this frequency. And then it's like, as I'm talking to you, that's when I start to receive the insights and information. And to me, it often starts off in clairvoyance. I see in my mind's eye as I'm talking, I can see the vision, I can see it. And then other insights will come through claircognizance, through the clairaudience. And it's just this combination of all the ways in which the angels bring through this information. And so what I've been seeing right now as I've been sharing that and explaining to you my process is that I keep seeing this image of what feels like the world, like the globe, but it doesn't actually look like what we typically think of when we see the earth. It doesn't look like, like the oceans and the land masses. It just looks like this big energy of purple, this purple energy that I see that's kind of like coming from the earth, almost like I see the earth as this big round ball, but really it's this purple energy that I'm sensing. And then I also feel as though there's this golden light that's kind of shining on it. And then I also do feel Jesus or Yeshua's energy that's coming forward. So this is an interesting combination that's coming through right now of him being present, of him showing me this golden energy, this golden light, and then the overall energy of the globe, which is this beautiful purple frequency. And so what he's saying is that what's happening right now is that those of us who are awakening, those of us who are on this light path of reclaiming our light, but then also shining fully in our light, what we're doing is that we're shining this energy, shining this light in the world. But what he's saying is that in order for this frequency, which feels like coming from outside in a way, like from the divine, from these divine beings, this outer, like that golden energy that I was saying that I saw previously, that was kind of more on the outside, that in order for it to fully come in and fully land, that we have to hold ourselves in that frequency and in that light energy. And what he's saying that right now what's happening is that we are going through a very transformative time where those who have chosen to show up in this way, meaning that before we incarnated, our souls chose to be that, we chose to be the vessels of that light, we are being prepared, which means that our bodies, our minds, our energy, everything is being calibrated to this higher frequency. Because a higher frequency of light that is needing to come through, it requires us to be able to energetically hold it. And it's important to understand that the fact that because we are dense, because of the fact that we're human, we hold a certain level of density in our energy, which through your spiritual awakening journey, through your healing journey, you probably have felt that within yourself. You've probably experienced that. And so what's happening right now, what he is reassuring us, Jesus is reassuring us that whatever experience you're going through right now, whether you are going through a deep shedding type of experience, or whether you have maybe recently gone through that and you're on the other side now, everyone's timeline is slightly different. But to understand that this is all in preparation for the light frequencies that you have come here to hold, meaning that we have to, it's even more vital, even more important than ever before to be discerning of our energy, meaning that to be discerning where we give our energy, who we give our energy to, and also in the same way, what we receive or what we are willing to receive, where we are pulling energy from, meaning that it's so important for you to recognize what you are consuming, not just physically like food, but just in general. What are you consuming? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Where is it in your life where the frequency is not serving you or not supporting you in the preparation for you to be able to hold these higher energies and to hold these higher light frequencies? And so this is the process that we're in right now. And so what he's saying is that it's for us, from our perspective, if let's say you're thinking like, okay, well, so what can I do to facilitate this? Or what is that even going to look like? Like, what do I do? What does that mean necessarily? And what he's saying is that that essentially means that we are stepping into being the truest version of ourself, which means that any place in your life where there may still be a level of disempowerment, that's where you're going to see this shift show up the most, where you might still feel disempowered, where you still might shrink yourself, where you still might not fully trust in yourself. This is all coming forward and being shifted within you so that you are no longer weighed down by that heavier energy. And so this is an important time right now that we're moving through for us, asking of us to reclaim our true self, reclaim our power, reclaim who we are here to be, and to allow that energy to be the guiding light, the guiding force in all that we do, in all of how we show up, in all of the ways. Because it's one of those things where we chose this, and essentially like there's no hiding from it. Like we have to show up for it. Like our sense of, well, I'm not ready yet, or this isn't time yet, or this, that, or whatever excuses that we have, it's kind of like that time is over. It's time now to show up. It's necessary now that we show up. And so if you've been feeling that call, feeling that pull, just know that this is what's happening, and know that you are so guided, you are so supported, you are not doing this alone by any means, and that you can lean on this divine support, on the angels, on Jesus or Yeshua, whichever name resonates most with you, but for you to be able to really lean into that energy to allow it to support you and like hold you. That's what it feels like. Like that's what was coming through for me right now as I was tuning in. Is it feels like it's holding us as we're moving through the threshold and seeing it like a threshold. It's like we're moving through this threshold to move through that, to allow it to, it's almost like, I think of it like almost like a car wash. If you move through a car wash and then, you're not doing anything, but the thing is moving you and everything's happening, like all the soapy things and whatever, all that stuff. And then you get through to the end and is drying off your car. And then it just automatically, puts you through, and then you're on the other side, and then you go, and then you drive away. So it's kind of like that in a sense, where it feels like we're moving through that. And so the thing for you to focus on, because this is what he's bringing through right now. Jesus is showing this to me as what to focus on at this time. The biggest, most important thing to focus on is seeing your light and seeing your divinity. Because especially during times when we are maybe facing our shadow side, facing the wounds, like facing these aspects within ourselves that we're holding on to, that is when we need to recognize our light the most. And that's often when it feels the hardest. So that's where our focus needs to be. He's asking for you to intentionally focus on your divinity, focus on your light. Know that it's there. Know that that exists. Know that that's really the truth of who you are. That the feelings that are coming up, the emotions that you're experiencing, you're processing. It's energy that you're processing. It's not your actual truth. And so if we can discern that and allow ourselves to be in the processing of it without getting attached to the stories there, but instead stay connected to our truth and to our light, that's going to move us through it much faster. And here is where I see him actually coming in and bringing through an activation into your third eye, right into your third eye chakra. So allowing that to be a part of this process for you, calling on, again, Jesus to support you, and the other divine beings that you work with to support you, but understanding that this is the moment. It just feels like this is the time. This is the moment. We are here. There's no going back or around or whatever. Like, this is the time. So yeah, this feels so powerful and so exciting and so amazing. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that he wants to share right now, but no, it really just feels like there's this focus in that centeredness of your light, of your divinity, that's going to be the thing that carries you forward. So allow that to be with you. Allow whatever vision or visualization, as I was saying this, that came through for you to land with you, to be the thing that carries you forward. This feels like a really powerful energetic transmission that came through. And so even just by listening and receiving these words, know that it's the light here is working its way through in wherever it needs to go, whatever it needs to do, simply by you receiving. So even just something simple as like, thank you, I received this, is all that you need to do to start this process. So, wow. Okay. So let me know in the comments what came through for you, how you experienced this, any insights, any visions, anything that came to mind. Post it in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation there. I'm really excited for this. This feels really powerful. And yeah, I think this is going to be, I don't know, the start of something really powerful, really incredible. That, as a side note, for those of you who are on the path of stepping into your purpose as a healer, right now the doors are open for my Angelic Healing Certification Program. This is where we go from the concept or the ideas or the practices around being a healer, working with energy, channeling the angels, and actually bring it into full embodiment and full transformation, and for you to really show up in that truth and in that energy. So I'm really excited for this cohort. It's going to be amazing. So powerful, so transformational. All of the details for the Healer program are available in the description below this video. So go check it out if you're interested in learning more about that and how I support healers to step fully into their light and into their truth. And yeah, that's it. Leave me a comment below. I am sending you so much love, so many angel blessings, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.